garden country is a battle cry you must have heard at some time, even if only in your history books. Love of one's own country is common to everyone. But to young Sarah Sweet, Benjamin's daughter, home for the summer holidays, such serious thoughts are far away. After all, the war's been over almost a year now, and here in the peace of Carliston churchyard, surely there can be nothing to remind one of those dark days.
Matthew, Terence, don't ever do that again. Oh, my goodness.
Oh, I quite like that drawing.
Yeah, it's pretty good. What you really need is a flag on the tower.
And archers firing arrows down.
And men scaling the wall.
And pouring boiling oil all over them.
God, give me the pencil. I'll show you.
Oh, no, you don't. I've been doing that all morning.
I wasn't going to, really.
No, not at all.
Honest.
What are you doing up here, anyway?
Well, Mother said it'd be lunchtime in half an hour.
And your father said you'd be up here.
Drawing as usual.
I'm ready for lunch.
Wait a minute.
Too.
What are you doing?
Draw me a quick sketch.
Matthew.
Draw us both.
Finished yet?
Wait a minute.
Is that me?
She's got your face right.
She's got your legs right.
Oh, come on, he'll be here all day.
Is that what they teach you at your college?
All about art.
Well, and how to draw and stuff.
But you can draw already.
Oh, no, not just drawing. All different things you can use in all sorts of different ways.
Could they teach me to draw?
Yeah. Could you teach us to draw, Sarah?
Could you?
Oh, go on.
Oh, I wouldn't like to teach you to do anything. You never stand still long enough.
Well, I really don't know. Rector, I'm
Mrs.
glad you
Flaxton.
weren't here 2 minutes ago.
Oh, really?
There
What's
was a
that?
rough yells from Flaxton Hall. Anyone would think the churchyard was a playground. I really think you ought to have a word.
Why, what were they doing?
Talking and laughing, giggling, nudging each other. No respect at all.
Talking and laughing?
And making dreadful noises. That girl ought to know better, but she's as bad as the boys. Really, modern children have no respect for other people. They have too much done for them these days. Now, when I was a girl...
Oh, quite.
And they
Oh
listened to
dear,
what's
Mrs.
fast.
Price Rutledge is
And
a
the things
problem
they
the rector has to bear. But at Flaxton there are problems too. A tax has to be paid owing to the death of Lady Flaxton, and somehow the money must be raised.
Terrible shame, Mrs. Flaxton.
Yes. Some of these have been in the family for hundreds of years. Oh, I wish Jonathan were here. Hate having to sort through them by myself.
Oh, my goodness, these are filthy.
Are they?
From being in the attic.
Oh,
Well, I think you're doing the right thing. If you've got to raise money, it's best to sell things from the attic.
Hello.
hello.
Hello, Sarah. We need some advice.
Oh, you know all about paintings, don't you?
Oh, well, a little. I'm only a student.
Have a look at these and tell me what you think.
They're very old.
Oh, I think these are 18th century. That looks like a Chardin.
Does it?
Is that good?
Oh, it's very much in his style. What's he going to do with them?
I'm afraid I've got to sell them to raise some money.
Sarah!
Just a minute, lad. She's busy at the moment.
I haven't seen all these before.
Boys,
Sorry.
Oh, excuse me. Yeah, I bet that one's worth a bit.
Quite nice.
You can even see what some of these are meant to be.
Oh, that's the old varnish. It gets very dark with age. You know, underneath the colours could be as bright as the day they were painted.
This one looks like a horse and cart.
so it does.
Yeah, that looks quite old to me. But I couldn't tell you the value.
Never mind, Sarah. You've been very helpful.
I'm better off doing my own sketching. At least I know what they're worth.
I think they're very good.
Yeah, you couldn't want higher praise than that now, could you?
It is customary for gentlemen to remove their hats in churchyards.
Please, my apologies.
You're a foreigner.
May I? Dr. Bamberger, from Berlin.
Berlin? You're a German. And what, may I ask, are you doing here?
I come to visit my son.
Here in Carliston?
Yes, he's buried here.
Are you telling me that your
My
son...
son was a gunner. His doorway was shot down, the crew were taken prisoner, apart from my son.
A Nazi airman.
A German airman.
There's a difference?
My son served his country, and now he's here, buried amongst decent people.
I had no idea. I shall speak to the rector.
You don't remember the funeral?
I had to go abroad when the war started.
Your country didn't need you?
Dare you speak to me like that? I shall not stand here and be insulted by a Nazi. I can't imagine why the authorities allowed you into the country. I shall insist that the rector removes all trace of the enemy from our churchyard.
Excuse me. I heard what she said.
Please.
She had no right to speak to you like that.
You still fight the war here?
Only people like Mrs. Price Rutley.
Perhaps I should come back later in the evening.
Oh, isn't the rector about? I know. Why don't you come back to the hall with me?
No, I don't want to be a nuisance. I've only come to look for the grave of my son.
You won't be a nuisance. Mrs. Price certainly doesn't approve of us either, so you'll be among friends.
You're very kind, is it? Thank you.
Vita Sea.
Hey, who's that with Sarah?
I don't know.
Hey, who does he remind you of?
He looks like someone. He's like that Professor von Schultzhauser in Division of Evil.
Of course he is. Hey, Benjamin!
What?
Who's that?
Who?
With Sarah. Is he a German?
I think he is.
He looks like a German professor to us.
Well, he said he was a doctor.
I bet he slipped through the hands of the army and escaped.
Yeah, and he's going to start again here.
Start what again?
What he was doing during the war.
Now listen, there's a very good reason for his being here.
I bet there is.
Jump into conclusions again.
All you have to do is look at him to see he's a German.
I don't think he knows about German professors.
Well, we do. Come on.
Don't take any notice of Mrs. Price Rutley. She sits on every committee there is and makes everyone's life absolute hell. I don't know how the poor rector manages.
You have talent, Miss Sweet. Are you an artist?
Student.
Ah. Before the war, I gave lectures on art at the Staatliches Museum in Berlin.
Oh, really? You're an expert?
Well, in a special limited field, yes.
Oh, I wonder if the doctor would look at your pictures.
Well, Sarah, I don't really like...
Oh, I'm sure he wouldn't mind. Mrs. Flaxton has some old paintings she wants to sell, but she doesn't know if they're valuable.
Well, I used to know something about English paintings. I hope I haven't forgotten everything.
Shall I see Edith about some coffee?
Yes, Sarah, thank you. They're here.
Ah. Some of them are quite old. Do you happen to know the history of them? When they came into the family, for instance?
No, I'm afraid I don't. There is an inventory of the paintings, but it's incomplete. Some of them are so dark you can hardly see what they are. Perhaps they're worthless.
Oh, no, not necessarily. You see, some of the great masters, like your Turner, for example, they like to experiment with paints. They ground their own colors. And, of course, all the ingredients are subject to chemical changes. One cannot be too careful. Any cleaning must be done only by experts.
Do you think they're valuable?
I'm almost certain this is English 18th century. That one is much later. As to the value, I wouldn't like to guess. For that, you must have an expert. But this one is most interesting.
The horse and cart. Sarah says she thinks this one might be a Chardin.
Well, I think she could be right.
It's very kind of you to take such an interest.
Oh, please.
Will you excuse me? I want to telephone the vicar and find out what time he can see you.
Thank you.
Mother, Mr. Gillam's here to look at Warlock Supreme. Sarah's taking him to the stable.
All right. Warlock Supreme is our horse at stud. I want to speak to Mr. Gillam, so would you excuse me?
Of course. No. Hello. Oh,
I brought the coffee, Mr.
Bamberger, Dr. Ludwig Bamberger. Thank you.
Edith.
Thank you, Edith.
You were looking at the paintings.
Yes, they're quite interesting, especially this one.
That. Horse and cart.
Mm-hmm.
He's looking at the pictures.
Is that all?
He's probably trying to lull their suspicions.
Huh?
You know, make friends.
Oh.
You know something about painting, do you?
It is my subject, yes.
Well, what's interesting about that? You can hardly tell what it is.
Ah, it's what it might be.
Well, what might it be?
Edith, will you make a conspiracy with me?
Pardon?
Can you keep a secret?
That depends what it is.
You know why I'm here in Carliston.
Yes.
Mrs. Flaxton has been very kind to me, a stranger. I appreciate that. Now, I would like to do something for her, and you can help me.
Well, if I can.
You see, this picture, the horse and cart, as you call it, it might be a valuable oil sketch. If I can take it with me to somebody who would say so certain...
You want to take it away?
Just for an afternoon.
Well, Mrs. Flaxton wants to pack all those up and send them up to London tomorrow. I don't know.
Now, look, if this picture is what I think it is, Mrs. Flaxton should keep it. Authentication, valuation can be very expensive. I can have it done for her. It would be my pleasure. But I need an afternoon.
When would you bring it back?
Tomorrow, I promise. It would be a nice surprise for her, don't you think?
Well, it's my afternoon off now. If you promise to have it back by tomorrow,
Thank you,
won't...
Edith. I hope I'm right about the picture. And remember, not a word.
He looks pleased with himself.
It's up to something.
What do you reckon he is?
I don't know. I'll have to find out where he's staying and then watch him.
Do you reckon it'll go and tell the sergeant?
No, we'll get all the evidence together first. Anyway, it's lunchtime soon.
Morning, Mo. Where's Sarah?
Packing pictures.
Oh.
I'm sending them all up to London. Do hope we're doing the right thing, Benjamin.
Yes, ma'am.
Well, it seemed to be the only way.
Did you move any of the pictures, Mrs. Flaxton?
No?
That's funny. One of them seems to be missing.
Are you sure?
Well, it's not there.
Come on, let's look.
Which one is it, Sarah?
It's the little one, the horse and cart. I've looked everywhere.
It's very strange.
Nobody's been here except us.
And Dr. Bamberger. across to the inn and have a word with Dr. Bamberger. Sharp a minute.
We'll wait here. Hey, how much money have you got?
4 halfpenny.
And I've got tuppence farthing. We could just get a bar of chocolate.
No coupons. Well, I was going to say up and go to see the pictures. Abbott and Costello.
Look!
It's him.
It's the German professor!
He's escaping.
It was the German professor!
On the bus.
We just missed him.
Thank you very much for letting me know. Goodbye. Dr. Bamberger didn't keep the appointment I made for him with the vicar.
He didn't leave a forwarding address.
I bet you at Harrogate. Then I get a train to London.
If we rang up the police at Harrogate, they'd catch him.
But we're not even sure that he's got the picture.
I bet he has. We told you he couldn't be trusted.
You need to look at him.
Boys!
I think you're wrong. No one saw him take the picture.
Well, who did take it then?
Well, it's all that horrible Mrs. Pricer at List's fault. If you could have heard the things she said. And all he was doing was looking for a grave. He comes all that way, and then he has to put up with insults. And she's telling all the village. Well, it's no wonder he didn't want to stay.
Hello, Sarah. I'm sorry if I frightened you.
No.
Well, I saw someone moving about, you see, and I wondered what was going on.
I'm looking for a grave. A German airman, 1942.
Oh, dear. Yes, of course.
Oh, do you know where it is?
Well, I wasn't here in 1942, and the grave isn't marked on the plan, but I think it's up there.
Oh, and I've looked up there. It's around here somewhere.
Oh, surely not. I should think that very unlikely. It's all so unkempt, you see.
It looks like the remains of a cross.
Goodness gracious. It should never have been allowed to get in that state.
I'll clear away some of the weeds.
Yes, and I'll have the grave marked on the plan, and then we must get this whole corner tidied up.
I found it!
Oh, Matthew.
Sorry.
I found it.
Oh, what?
The grave, look.
Oh, watch out, love.
Can you mend it?
I was trying to.
No, the cross, look.
Here, what's the field label?
It's a sergeant.
Oh, that labels.
Can you mend it, Dad?
Well, give us a chance, love.
We'll help you.
Ow! Really?
What do you think you're doing? So, I've caught you at it, have I? Desecrating the churchyard. Vandals, that's what you are, nothing but vandals.
We're not desecrating anything. If you want to know, we're tidying up a grave.
There are no graves in this part of the churchyard.
Oh, what's this then?
See, the Nazi murderer. So, you're all friends of the Nazis, are you?
It was an airman doing his duty, and now he's dead. And it might have been my father, or anybody else's father. And I think the things you've been saying about Dr. Bamberger are disgusting.
I've never been spoken to like this in my life. I shall complain to the rector and have you barred from the church. You're not fit to mix with decent people. I shall speak to the rector immediately.
I thought you weren't packing the pictures until today.
Sarah said you'd make a start, and then found one was missing. I just thought you might have put it somewhere.
Why would I do that?
I don't know. You were the only one who wasn't here. Last hope, I suppose.
It'll turn up. I shouldn't worry.
But how can a thing that size just disappear? It can't have walked off on its own. I think Dr. Bamberger must have taken it.
Well, perhaps he had good reason for taking it. If he did take it.
He has to sell it and make some money for himself.
And after we helped him and all.
I don't believe it. He's a nice man.
Well, why did he leave the inn then and not give a forwarding address?
What?
Yes, that's right. He can't be found. Seems to have gone for good.
I'll go. Dr. Bamberger!
Good morning, Edith.
Thank goodness.
I regret I cannot stay long. I left the village sooner than I planned, but I had to come back for two reasons. First, to see the grave.
We tidied it up.
Yes, I know. And I shall not forget. And then I had another purpose. This belongs to you.
But we thought that...
Yes, indeed. I took it to get an expert opinion. You must forgive me, but such a find happens perhaps only once in a lifetime, and I didn't want to raise your hopes until I was sure.
Raise our hopes.
A former colleague of mine, now Sir Leslie Jones. You know him?
Yes.
He lives near here. He is an expert on Constable.
You don't mean that...
Yes, this little picture was painted by Constable, a well-known British artist. His pictures are very valuable. This one is worth, well, I cannot say exactly, but certainly more than all the others put together.
Really?
Yes, it's an old sketch. One of the several he made in preparation for his great work, The Haywain. Now, my advice is, keep this, sell this other ones. In a few years, when the world is normal again, this one will be worth thousands of pounds.
It's true. That old thing.
Of course, you must decide. And I apologize for any anxiety I caused you. I made Edith promise not to say anything. It was a little conspiracy between us.
Edith, you mean you knew all along?
Well,
She did promise.
And a promise is a promise.
I must say, when you said Dr. Bamberger had left the inn for good, it gave me a nasty moment.
Doctor, sit down. Let me make a pot of coffee.
I am sorry I cannot stay. I have a train to catch. My family will be expecting me. They'll want to know about Rudy. And I'd like to make a last visit to my son.
Yes, I understand.
Thanks to Sarah and the boys, Dr. Bamberger can return home knowing that his son's grave will be cared for here in England. For no matter which side people are on, the suffering and the losses are still the same, and the waste of life just as sad.